Good morning. Different schedule today, different plans. But first, let's start off with coffee. Actually, no, water first. Water. Good.
This is how you make a shot. All right, let's go. Fair.
June 6, 1944, D-Day. I'm gonna read, I can't do this any justice, what happened during that day. I can't do it justice with summarizing it, so I'm gonna read it straight from the source. On June 6, 1944, more than 160,000 Allied troops landed along a 50-mile stretch of heavily fortified French coastline to fight Nazi Germany on the beaches of Normandy, France. General Dwight D. Eisenhower called the operation a crusade in which we will accept nothing less than full victory. More than 5,000 ships and 13,000 aircraft supported the D-Day invasion, and by day's end, the Allies gained a foothold in continental Europe. The cost in lives on D-Day was high. More than 9,000 soldiers were killed or wounded, but their sacrifice allowed more than 100,000 soldiers to begin the slow, hard slog across Europe to defeat Adolf Hitler's Nazi soldiers. I can't even imagine what the soldiers in those landing crafts were feeling. I can't fathom the anxiety, the stress, the thought of knowing that as soon as that ramp went down, there were battle-tested Nazi soldiers bunkered down in their pillboxes, ready to take your life. That takes a lot. To the soldiers that fought in D-Day and throughout the rest of World War II, to the greatest generation, we thank you for what you have done and what you continuously do to inspire individuals like me to never forget the sacrifice that you all have made. I want to read an excerpt from a letter that the Army's senior leaders sent out to us, the soldiers. As Eisenhower knew at Normandy, in warfare, nothing is for certain. Against great odds, the troop who assaulted the beach on D-Day achieved victory. Their legacy calls on us to be ready when our time comes. My question to you, what will you do? What will you sacrifice? What are you willing to give up for our country? I'm not gonna lie, I fell into the trap. I fell into the complaining trap this week. I have some complaints about life, about my job, about what's going on in the world, but it just hit me. Complaining won't solve anything unless you do action. I fell into the trap twice this week. And that's why it's a daily battle. It's a daily battle between you and everybody else, mostly between you and yourself, to not fall into that trap, to not fall into the excuses trap, to not fall into the complaining trap, to not fall into the negative trap. So before you complain, this is more an advice to myself and a reminder so I can rewatch this when I'm having one of those days where I'm just complaining about everything. This is a reminder for myself, and whoever, if you can relate to it, this might be for you as well. To my future self, I want to remind you, before you complain, that you live in an era where you have access to the knowledge in the world, at least for the most part, through this phone. Another thing I want to remind you, to my future self, you have a job, that you have an income, you have a monthly income to provide your family. Some people don't have that luxury. Be grateful for what you have. Stop complaining. Let's go.
There you go. Yeah, 5160, ha?
Yung
Or... Kung dadaan tayo.
when it's sunny in Juneau, you gotta take advantage of it. Let's go. Good sunny day. All right, let's eat our barbecue. Let's go. Hey, that's it for today. It's a productive day, and yeah, see you all tomorrow. This is Team Apolinar. Oh, hold on. We need the word of the day. Let's look it up right now.
Bombast.
Word of the day: bombast.
Bombast.
Bombast. Definition: pretentious, inflated speech or writing. To use that in a sentence, it would go like this. Laura complained that the editorial columns in her local newspaper were full of bombast and offered little in the way of intelligent opinion. So, bombast is another term for full of. I'm capping this video off. If you like what you saw, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until tomorrow, this is Team Apolinar, and I will see you in the next video. Let's go.